Some actors will change their bodies in a drastic way to fit into a specific role, whether it's weight loss or weight gain. We've seen it many times.
Not only that, but a lot of non-actors have taken their bodies too far just to stand out in the wild world of Hollywood.
Today we'll be counting down all the celebs that push their bodies to the limit.
Welcome back to Top 10 Beyond the Screen. I'm your host, Bree Room.
And I'm Johnny Rogers, and if you happen to be new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell.
And for more videos just like this one, all you have to do is tap that playlist in the corner of your screen.
Now without any further delay, let's get right into today's list of the top 10 celebrities who took their bodies too far.
Number 10, Matthew McConaughey. Alright guys, let's talk about Matthew McConaughey. He lost nearly 50 pounds preparing for his role as Ron Woodruff in Dallas Buyers Club. The role he was portraying was that of an emaciated AIDS patient, and so to achieve this look, he had to drop quite a few pounds. When asked about how he managed to lose so much weight, Matthew revealed that he had to do an extreme diet. His food intake mostly consisted of Diet Coke, egg whites, and a piece of chicken. He also went on to say that he would eat tapioca pudding with a tiny spoon to make it last longer. The actor spoke out about the toll that this diet had been taken on his body. He said that by the end of it, he was always hungry and irritable, and it was like he was a baby bird looking for food, but knowing no one was going to feed him. Sounds pretty miserable to me, honestly. Matthew said that with his extreme diet, he was losing about 7 pounds a week. That might not seem like a lot, but it really is. If you're dieting, just losing 5 pounds makes a difference in your appearance, so imagine losing that much every week for an extended period of time. Crazy. As a result of his crazy diet, his organs and muscles shrunk too, so coming out of this diet was probably very challenging since his appetite would have decreased drastically. So even though he said he was going to eat a big burger at the end of production, he likely wouldn't have been able to eat the whole thing in one sitting.
In at number 9, Jared Leto. Many know Jared Leto is either that bizarre Joker from Suicide Squad or perhaps the band 30 Seconds to Mars. However, Jared first began his acting career in the early 1990s, making various TV appearances. His first major break as an actor was in ABC's teen drama called My So-Called Life. Leto would also receive some tabloid fame from 1999 to 2003 when he dated and was engaged to Cameron Diaz. Since then, he's made some very impressive performances in big films including Dallas Buyers Club in 2013, which brought him an Oscar for Best Supporting Actor. Half of Jared Leto's genius though is that he can hide so well in plain sight because he is a method actor. It really allows audiences to believe his acting and allows him to settle into a character more. People often forget that in 2007, Jared Leto played Mark David Chapman in the film Chapter 27. Mark was the man who assassinated John Lennon, and to prepare for the role, Leto had to drastically change his body. Leto had to force feed himself to put on a staggering 67 pounds just for the role. He allegedly ate a diet heavy with microwave pints of ice cream mixed with olive oil and soy sauce. Ugh, gross. Although the weight gain did not come without consequence, and in return, Jared developed gout from the whole experience.
At number 8, KJ Apa. Sometimes when you're filming, you push yourself a little too hard and you get hurt in the process. This is exactly what happened to KJ Apa on the set of Riverdale in season 1. For those out there who watch Riverdale, you might remember the scene in the season 1 finale where KJ's character Archie punches through the ice to save Kara Blossom from drowning in the frozen lake. Well, it turns out that this scene was a little more realistic than we thought because KJ actually broke his hand while punching the ice. On top of that, he didn't even tell anyone on set that he had injured himself. Dude was really just walking around with a broken hand and no one knew. He revealed that while filming this scene, he was punching a foam mat but got a little too invested in the stunt. It was so cold that he didn't even realize what had happened until about 20 minutes later as his hand started to warm up, and then he started to feel the pain. Could you imagine that? Just chilling, not knowing that your hand is broken until it defrosts? This guy's wild.
I could not imagine that. I don't even like when I sit on the toilet for too long and my legs go numb. I'm not about that feeling. In at number 7, Natalie Portman. In order to fit into her role as a ballerina in Black Swan, Natalie Portman had to endure a punishing schedule. She lost at least 20 pounds by only eating carrots and almonds, plus she then had to spend 8 hours a day in rehearsals for the film. Following this extreme body transformation, Portman told Entertainment Weekly that the film left her physically and emotionally drained. Although this role is where she met her husband Benjamin and began to realize just how wrapped up she could be in a role that could really take you down. It was more than just the weight loss that she endured though. Along with not having enough energy to balance properly, you are especially prone to injuries. The most famous was her rib injury that actually occurred while on set and was even included into the film.
And the Oscar goes to Natalie Portman, Black Swan.
At number 6, Jackie Chan. Speaking of injuries, my boy Jackie over here has had his fair share of them. Jackie Chan is well known for performing his own stunts in films. This guy is super brave, I'll give him that. Definitely a Gryffindor. He's taken his body too far by really risking his life for his work. Over the course of his career, he's suffered many injuries like broken fingers, ankles, noses, tailbones, concussions, spine injuries, and even dislocated his shoulders on multiple occasions. Jackie has said that the worst injury he sustained was when a stunt went wrong and he injured his head pretty badly and needed surgery on his brain. Now Jackie lives with a metal plate in his head. His doctor must honestly count down the days until Jackie's next visit. He walks in and is like, "Guess who's back, baby?" And his doctor's like, "Hey," like it's like that. They must be very good friends at this point. Jackie is 66 years old and is still making action movies, so hopefully he doesn't sustain any more injuries like these. I don't think his body would be able to heal up like it used to, or maybe his body is just used to being broken on occasion and will be perfectly fine. Who knows?
I wonder if he has like a punch card for when he goes to the doctor, like 10 concussions and the 11th is free. Shh, don't tell, he won't know what we're charging him. In at number 5, Michael Jackson. The sad thing was that Michael Jackson's obsession with constantly changing his appearance almost overshadowed his talent as an artist. Allegedly, the first major surgery that MJ had done was to his nose. However, this was to help him breathe better and hit higher notes. Although Michael's vitiligo started to spread more and more, and the rumors began swirling that he was bleaching his skin to have it blend better. Looking at who he was in the Jackson 5 to who he would become in 2009 was drastically different. We're not sure if him deciding to change his appearance was in part of wanting to maybe distance himself from his childhood fame, but either way, mission accomplished. Jackson became a standout artist and king of pop based on talent and a good cosmetic surgeon. I'm kidding obviously about that last part, but his doctor, famed Beverly Hills cosmetic surgeon Dr. Stephen Hoffman, said that he was only doing what Michael wanted him to do. He told The Telegraph, "My job is to try to make people happy. In the case of high-level entertainers, the result may not be what the average person would want, but remember, these are performers who want to create a certain image for a special reason."
At number 4, Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks has been known to gain and lose significant amounts of weight for some roles. Tom had gained weight for his role in A League of Their Own and had lost weight for his roles in Philadelphia and Castaway. We already know that this kind of alteration to your body can take its toll regardless of whether it's gaining or losing weight. But Hanks also said that given his history with his diet, this may have been the cause of his type 2 diabetes. His fluctuating weight combined with his genetic predisposition to diabetes may have actually caused the disease to manifest. Since his diagnosis, he said that he would not alter his weight in order to book a role ever again. Between his health and the toll this kind of weight fluctuation takes on your knees and shoulders, he's retired from that side of acting for good. And I mean, who can blame the guy? Gaining and losing large amounts of weight can't be easy, so to do this multiple times throughout their life has to take a toll on your body.
In at number 3, Christian Bale. Back in 2004, Christian Bale shocked the world with his massive dedication to playing the role of Trevor Resnick, a machinist with severe insomnia. The machinist, as I mentioned, is about an industrial worker who hasn't slept in a year because he begins to doubt his own sanity. To play this emaciated insomniac, Christian Bale lost 63 pounds in just 4 months, which by any medical standard is very dangerous. Bale started at around 173 pounds and got himself down to 110 pounds before the film's producers reportedly told him to just stop. Apparently Bale wanted to hit 100 pounds, but they had serious concerns for his overall health and well-being. His diet consisted of 1 can of tuna fish and or 1 apple per day. On top of that, he was doing increased cardio workouts while maintaining a very low-calorie diet. To drink, his only options were water or black coffee. Bale picked up the award for Best Actor at the Catalonian International Film Festival, and The Machinist would end up making a grand total of $8.2 million US. But was it all worth it?
At number 2, Amanda Lepore. Amanda Lepore is a transgender model, performer, and now author. She was famous for just being herself long before Kim K ever was. Though she is wholeheartedly herself, much of her body has been altered over the years, and she claims to have the most expensive body on earth because of all her surgeries. She's had a nose job, her hairline lowered, her eyebrows lifted, double eyelid surgery, cheekbone, lip, and breast augmentation, gender confirmation surgery, hormones, and she's even had her ribs broken and reshaped to alter the size of her waist. So that's a lot. She's taken her body to the extremes and back again. Well, sort of. She had silicone lip injections, but they were a little too out there since she had gotten them done about 20 times and went a little overboard, so she had them reduced. So it's good to know that even though she's had all this work done, she still has her limits. Amanda prides herself on being a living doll, and I don't think she really regrets any of her procedures, but they're still very expensive. So maybe for us it's a little too far, but for her it's just right, and I can respect that.
Last but certainly not least, at our number 1 spot, Heidi Montag.
I had my ears pinned back. I had injections in my lips. I had my chin shaved down. I had my breasts redone.
Heidi Montag had already established herself as a leading character on the MTV show called The Hills. It was this scripted show about a group of friends, lovers, and enemies in LA, but it was made to appear like a reality show in a sense. Heidi was clearly obsessed with the idea of changing how she looked, and as reported by Radar Online, Heidi said, "I didn't know what an eyebrow lift and a chin reduction was, so once he kind of told me everything that was wrong with me, I felt really insecure and he gave me a really great deal on it all. He didn't tell me how extensive it was going to be, how severe, how painful, so I had no idea." Then they go on to list the procedures that she had done in 2010, and in total Heidi Montag went under the knife for 10 plastic surgery sessions in just one day. When she appeared on the cover of People magazine looking completely different from her previous self, she told them, "I think I look way better and I am way happier," adding, "Nobody ages perfectly, so I plan to keep using surgery to make me as perfect as I can be." Following all of the surgery, she definitely did get lots of attention for that, but the question is at what cost? She does regret changing her body so drastically because of the impact that it's had on her health, as noted in this Entertainment Tonight interview.
And that has been the top 10 celebrities who took their bodies too far.
Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to our most amazing team behind the scenes.
Don't forget to leave us a comment down below with your thoughts on today's list, and for more videos like this one, just click that playlist when it pops up. From Top 10 Beyond the Screen, I'm Bree Room.
And I'm Johnny Rogers, and until next time, stay classy.
Bye. And with that, that's
Here? That looks about centered. Yeah.
just kick. I look like I'm 12.
The pigtails don't help.
No.
Alright, we ready?
Yep.
And then I think it's you.
Yeah.
Let's move this out of the way.
Food intake mostly consisted of Diet Coke. Bleh, nope. His food. Sorry, it's okay. I'm not quite sure what gout is, but it doesn't sound good.
To playing the role of Trevor Resnick, a machinist who. I'm gonna do that again, sorry.
Cheekbone my god. Cheekbone, lip, and my god.